Hey ladies, this is a video of the mini that I made for Lily, and we decided to do kind of a vintage springtime Paris and springtime theme because we both like vintage stuff. And so here's the front of her cover with paper. I think it's from GCD. I can't remember, but I love the look. And you know, you've got the Eiffel Tower and everything, and then I put some Prima bling around here, some swirl, and then the book plate I put over this part that was already on the paper. And then there's a little hitch fastener with, you know, the closure to keep it closed because it's ended up being pretty thick. And then here's a couple little charms, one that's kind of like a hotel thing, and then this one I made, it's one of those Tim Holtz charms, and then I put music paper behind it, so I like to look at that with the front. Sorry, I keep dropping it. And then here is the inside cover, which this took me a while to figure out what I was going to do here. I wanted to use some lace, and so this is I can't remember if it's Prima or Webster's, and then this is a Martha Stewart edge punch. And then here are two tags I made. One that just says Moments, stamped kind of over and over again, and then I glimmer misted it. My camera's not wanting to focus on it. And then here's another one I made, and this is with the new Tim Holtz Sizzix dies, with the heart with the wings. And then this paper, which I got in a swap, I think, but I loved because, you know, you've got the frame here and then the words, and it's all kind of distressed looking. And then I put this the glimmer chip on here. And then on this page, I forget the line of this, but I have several pages, and I just love the chandelier and the black and white. And so here's a little Melissa Francis frame, and then she can stick a little photo back in here. If I can get this stuck, well, there we go. You can stick a little photo back in there. And so I put a little piece of acetate on the back of the frame, and it's popped up with some dimensionals. And then there's this kind of pin charm thing, which I like the kind of crown, and then it's kind of funky with the chains on it. And so that's in the corner. And then you turn the page, and then this side, I love the paper so much with the flocking of the frames and kind of the different portraits and everything that I didn't want to mess with it too much. So I just put some Prima flowers at the bottom. And I was going to do something to this, and I was like, no, it'll ruin it, and then I just couldn't decide, so I just finally decided to leave it the way it was, and she can put a picture there if she wants. And then here, this is the Mariposa paper from DCWV. This is a Tim Holtz stamp. And then this is one of those sliders, but it gets stuck sometimes. It's a little tight. Hold on. I'll get it out eventually, I think. Hold on. Well, give me one second here. Okay, sorry, you have to use both hands for that one. But here you have a dress form that I crumpled up the paper that it's on, and then, you know, distressed it with some of the, I think it's wild honey, and then I stamped this dress form on there. And then here's the journaling spot. And then this is the Prima kind of border lace with the flower on the bottom. And I just love the way this looked with this page and this paper. So give me a second, let me put that back. Okay, and then on to the next page. Sorry about that, guys. This is a tag that I made. And then I put, it's actually from a dictionary page. The paper is, and then I think this is Webster's pages, or it's either Prima, and then, you know, Tim Holtz little charm, and then the ticket. And then I made this flower using UD, and they're Prima flowers, and I sprayed them with glimmer mist and then UD'd them. And then this is just a little brad to kind of hold it in place there. And then I thought this looked nice with this paper, which is kind of has green and blue to it. You can see it. And then she can stick something behind the tag. And so she could stick a picture, or she could put another tag, but I just left it open kind of, you know, along here that she could stick something behind it. So that's the way something would be secured on that page. And then over here is one of those trifold. And I don't know what this paper is from because I found it in a scrap bin, but it's, you know, one of these trifold deals where you've got all these tags in here. So here's the first tag. It says Dream, and then it's got little bicycles and a little dress. And on the back, I stamped that kind of Renaissance looking face. And I gave her a little flower in her hair. And here's the open part, guys, sorry. And then here's the other next tag. And I actually stamped, let me see if I can get it to focus on there. There we go. The Tim Holtz, there's a script stamp. And I stamped that on the back of this. And I thought it looked really cool together, the way that turned out. And then here's a journaling spot. And then this tag. Sorry, that's the fridge. I'm in a back room. I'm in a different spot because my husband's playing a video game. On this tag, the polka dots, I love the polka dots, and then I just stamped a bunch of different stamps, and these are from Seven Gypsies, you know, dealing with Paris, and so I thought that was neat. And then on the back here, again, is that script from Tim Holtz, and then I did a journaling spot. And so you fold it like that, and then you unfold it again this way. And then there's some more tags. And here's the bingo from Unity. I love that bingo stamp. And then a journaling spot on the back. And then another paper I covered it with. And then I put the kind of postmark or cancellation stamp there. And then a journaling spot, and it says top 10, and this is from Jelly Bean Soup, and so I stamped the numbers kind of going I don't know, crisscross or diagonal from each other, and so she can write, you know, a list of things. And then here, this last stamp, this was also the Jelly Bean Soup, and I actually got the idea of stamping the kind of different flowers and stamps together from a card class I did, and so I really liked the way that looked. And then on the back here, I just kind of stamped these two different stamps all over, and then this was, I think it's laundry line, journaling spot stamp. So there are those, and then and you fold it back this way. This was blank, and then at the last minute I decided to put kind of a little photo mat so she could put a picture here if she wanted. And then I thought the flowers and the berries went well with this paper here. And then the next page, I left it kind of simple. You just have the paper on the back with kind of the different advertisements, and then a photo mat, which is this kind of shiny paper from DCWV, and I used one of the Martha Stewart edge punches along, or edge and the corner punch around a page, that's what it is. And then I had a little Eiffel Tower kind of dimensional stamp. See, he stands up. I thought that was cute. And I just left it simple so that, you know, the picture can be the focus. And then over here, I made two pockets, sorry, I should say. And so that's using one of those EK Success punches. And then I stamped it with one of the Seven Gypsy punches. And then these are the glimmer chips. And then this was a Webster's page, the cameo. And then a little Prima flower. And so I thought that kind of looked nice together. Or it was different. And then here's a tag that I glimmer misted the paper. And then on the back she has a journaling spot. This is another one of the Seven Gypsy stamps. And so then, you know, it can just fit behind the kind of fence looking thing. And then again, that kind of different, the big and the little stamps together. And then a little from the tattered floral Tim Holtz Sizzix die.